I'm Belinda Sandor, also known as Rocket Girl. Today we're going to talk about what if. When you're just starting out as a virtual assistant, one of the scariest things are the ever powerful what ifs. Like, what if the client asked me this? What if the client asked me that? What if I don't know what to do? What if I don't know what to say? But it's so scary to think about. But I want to remind you that virtual assistants are natural problem solvers, right? So if we can relax and not get wrapped around all the fear, there are some simple steps that we can take to get the answers that we need and to have the conversation that we're so afraid of. Okay. So let's talk about how to handle the situation that you're so scared of now. All right. Let's jump in. All right. So some of the things to keep in mind. I just mentioned this, right? We are natural problem solvers. That's what we do. So if you can take whatever the question is that the client's asking you, remain calm. This is the key to the whole thing. Remain calm, listen to what they're saying, then your brain will naturally start working on it. It'll naturally start working on it. So but you have to be calm. You have to be calm, because for sure, if you're clenched up and tense, you're not going to have any creativity flowing through your brain. So just remember, I'm a natural problem solver. Okay. All right. Let's listen to what they say. All right. Now, the next thing is, I want you to know that Google is your friend. Now, let's dive into this a little bit. When I need an answer, Google is the first place that I turn to, right? And you can do the same thing. So check this out. When I was first starting out, there was no Zoom. So I was on the phone. And clients would ask me a question and I would just start Googling. I would just start Googling, and I wouldn't tell them I was Googling. I would just say, let me, I'm thinking about it. Or they're talking and I'm Googling while they're talking. And very often I would come to the answer right there, because they're saying, do you know how to do something in Microsoft Word so that the page numbers are at the bottom? Something like that. You can usually, find that. But here's what happened. I started to get more relaxed about it, and I started to actually say, hold on, let me Google it. And they would say, okay. So here I am, I'm thinking I have to know all the answers. I have to have everything ready, boom, to tell them. And they will sit there, and because they don't want to Google it. Plus, I'm a really good Googler. So if you want to learn a VA skill that people will pay you for, be a really good Googler, because sometimes you can move one word in the search to the end or to the front, and you'll get different results. Okay. So definitely get good at Google, and don't be afraid to say, hold on, let me Google it, and sometimes clients will even say, oh, you don't have to do it right now. Just get back to me. So Google is your friend. All right, good. They might train you. So let's say a client comes to you and they start talking about something that they want you to work on with them. It's highly possible that they'll train you. I have had clients come to me and say, I would like you to make certificates in Word. Here's the certificate. Here's the list. This is what I need it by, and this is where you're going to get the information. They explain the whole thing. They'll even be on a Zoom call with me and record it, if it's complicated, so that I can watch it. And don't be afraid to ask for that. Can I just hit the record button if you're on Zoom, so that you can watch whatever it is that they're teaching you? Okay. So sometimes, yes, they will ask you to do something that you don't know how to do. And there are things to say about that as well. You could say, I haven't used that application before, but I would be happy to look into it and see if I can help you. Right? Where's my sticker? I need my sticker. Here it is. A lot of it has to do with this, right? Hashtag stop talking, knowing when to just, knowing when to stop talking when someone asks you a question. All right. That's when we get into trouble, when we just ramble, And the other thing is, I encourage you not to think out loud. I think that can overwhelm and confuse someone. It's better to be quiet and choose your words than ramble. You can say, I don't know, I'll get back to you. right? I'll get back to you. Really easy. How long will this take you? I'm not sure. Why don't I look at it and, start the project for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then I'll be able to give you a better estimate. That's perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. Okay. I'll get back to you. Good. Here's the thing that you have to remember. Clients don't want to have to do the work themselves. They don't want to. There are things that they could do, they could figure it out. They just don't want to. And they were so willing, in many cases, to pay you to learn something so they don't have to struggle. Okay. So they don't have to struggle. So I want to introduce a new what if for you. Okay. This is a brand new what if. Hold on to your seats. What if you rocked it? Like, what if you totally rocked it? What if you were able to say, I'm not sure, let me get back to you, or you were able to Google it, and then they were thrilled. They were thrilled. So why don't you think about that, and maybe have some of these, I call them turnaround phrases. When you're freaking out, when you have anxiety, when you're thinking about all the things that could possibly happen, just think, what if I figured it out? What if I did a great job? What if, all of those positive things, what if I figured it out? What if Google helped me? Because your brain will be much more likely to be in problem solving mode when that's how you talk to yourself. Okay. So pay attention to those voices in your head. And remember, clients are people too. Like, they can't possibly know everything, right? And that might mean, doing research or trying something out, or starting a project and saying to the client, this is what I'm thinking. What do you think? Is this what you had in mind? And just having a conversation, right? Have a conversation. Good. So good morning. Debbie's here. Svetlana's here. Tammy's here. All these people are here. This is so great. So great. Thank you for coming. All right. So I want to tell you about something. Okay. Ready? Tomorrow, noon, Eastern, between noon and 3 o'clock, we are going to have a brand new session, never before released. It's called the VA Client Kickstart Workshop. Okay, it's a 3-hour workshop. So if you attended the Kickstart challenge that we had last week, you did make it all the way through, or you didn't make it at all because life got in the way, and you want to just like drink from a fire hose, as I would say, and get all the information in 3 hours, I would love to have you. We're going to have a workbook. We're going to do some workshopping where we do the work in the session, and you can get a clear understanding of how to get a steady stream of clients in your business during this session. If you're interested, scoot on over to VA Challenge Workshop, vachallengeworkshop.com, and sign up. We'll be getting started at noon tomorrow, and I am very excited to share this information with you. All right. The other thing is VA school enrollment is open. I would love to have you look at that as well. We're going to talk about that tomorrow too. And you can check that out at vaschool.info. All right, guys. Belinda Sandor, Rocket Girl, signing off for now. Bye-bye.